but I've decided I'll actually make a video of how to put it back together now. Might as well at this point. Anyways, once your old gasket is off, your new one is in, nice and easy. I almost used 2 bottles of brake clean because I really wanted to make sure it was clean in between. Make sure your gasket goes over that stud over there and the stud right all the way in this corner. As long as it goes over, next thing you do, push the intake manifold on and put on the 2 nuts and 8 bolts. I'll be right back with y'all, and then I'll record anything if there's any issues with putting those 2 nuts and 8 bolts back in. Before I put them both in, I did use a magnet to just slightly thread it on. This one was super easy. For this one, you're gonna have to be on this side. It's in between 5 and 6. It's right there. Let me turn on the flash. It's right there in the middle of the frame, in the middle of the screen. And I did the same thing. I put the nut right in the middle, went from the bottom, slowly got it on there, started spinning with the magnet, caught thread, used my extensions right here, put it right in. On to the next, the 8 bolts that's left. Okay, so I'm missing a bolt, which I'm gonna assume I put it in this pile on accident, which was for the other intake manifold. But anyways, you have 2 of these long ones, and I believe you should have 6 of these guys right here, which I only have 5, so that's no good. So I'm probably have to borrow one of these if it comes to that. But these 2 long ones, I already put one in. They both go on this hole and in this hole. So basically it goes between 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, which I already got one in. It's right there, right there. And this one, go on the next one, right in that hole. There you go. Just thread it a couple times if the magnet goes, and pull it off and tighten it. So I installed this bolt right here in the corner, and I installed the one on the bottom right here. I do think there's actually 9 because I don't have a hole for this part of the gasket. And if we go in here, can't really see it, but that's the one in the corner down there somewhere. Anyways, yeah, I can see it. It's barely. Anyways, I got it, but here's 3. Here's the other 3. As you can see, there's one on the bottom already in there, in the middle of the frame. That's the bottom one. And the top one, it looks like there's just nothing there. Unless it's just for this one, or that's just how they made it. But there's nothing supporting that bolt, so there's supposed to be only 9. Nice. Officially put them all in now. Obviously the hardest one was the one I was trying to take out before, which is the one right below this one, which has this big ass bar that's really hard to get through. That other one was super easy. That one right there, that was super easy. And the other one's hard, but this one was super easy as well. It's right there. Super easy, super simple. 2 nuts and 7 bolts, and your job is complete. Sturdy. And after that, you don't have to even take out the fuel rail, but I already tightened these back up. And now we got to put that one back on. And to put it back on, make sure this little spacer is under this right here. Make sure it's right there. And this just goes on top and squeeze it together. And I use the 7/8 to tighten it. Just take it off. It's a little big, but it still works. Alrighty, so it's a new day. Don't have enough time to finish where I last left off of. But so far, I put back the valve cover. I've put back this bolt that holds the harness. It's a 10 mil. I've mounted the dipstick back to the intake. Plugged in this sensor right here. Apparently this harness is supposed to have nuts on it, but apparently when I took mine off, mine didn't. So if you do have nuts, put them back on. I've mounted these grounding points on both sides right here. They're 10 millimeters. And I've mounted this bracket that has the 14 and the 2 12s from the bottom and top. It's both secured now very nicely. And now I believe I have to actually install the manifold, intake manifold back on. to finish the rest of this. All right, I got way too ahead of myself because I was excited, but everything is back on. And per the last clip that I showed, your next thing to do is to, from the previous video that I posted, have your intake manifold, this part, sitting sideways like this. You'll have to plug in the small little hose and the bigger hose that is located here. This guy right here. So from the previous video, just watch where this thing was sideways like this and the two hoses that I unplugged. And from there, just plug those hoses back in, basically. What's going on from here? After you bolt, I first, before plugging anything in, I fully put in my manifold from going here to that corner, here, bottom, two on top, the long ones, one in the middle, and then one down there. And to get the long one back here, I used extensions going way back here to tighten it. And then from here, plug in this sensor, plug in your coolant, plug in this sensor, plug in this sensor. Back here, plug in this sensor, put it on the hook here. Put your engine wire back onto this part. Plug in your other hose. Here's your other hose, your coolant hose down there. You should have another coolant hose back here. Plug it in. Don't forget about this one. Then don't forget about this little box that you have to put in the other wire. Don't forget about this small little hose that was taken off as well. This hose that connects to the drum. And wrap this little green thing around this little hook wire. And that's basically it. There's nothing much left to it. It's all just whatever it looks like it's not connected to, just connect it to whatever it is, and that's basically it. And let me just start up. Y'all hear how it sounds because I put this nice new intake on here. It looks beautiful, and it hisses like crazy. Here's how it sounds. But yeah, there you go, guys. Nothing should be leaking if you did everything properly, and your leak should be gone. Just brake clean the whole entire block so it's not there anymore to make sure there's no leaks, and that's it. Your installation's complete. Hopefully your car runs well after this, because mine did, and if mine runs well, your guys should as well. But yeah, see you guys later. Hope you enjoy the video.